Hello from the Dreamport Discord server. I'm Shadows Pub, bringing you Pimp Your Post Thursday. On the show today, we'll share a post, meet others, and have some fun. You can share your own post or someone else's you really like. To take part, drop the PYPT emoji into the show text channel. I'll add you to the list to take turns sharing posts. When I call on you, add your post link to the text channel and come on voice to tell us about it. Keep it brief, like a short commercial for the post. If you can't do voice, it's okay. You can share by text, but text and link must be ready to post into the text channel when I call on you. You can have more than one turn, but you must use the emoji for each turn. Okay, let's get started. And Bluefin, you can go first.
That's not how you phrase it.
Bluefin, you're up. By the way, there are draws running in the Fluency Fun channel.
Uh, I did not know that. And what are these draws?
These are draws that we do every week.
I see.
Ah, I see. You miss a couple of weeks and you forget these things.
No, I was actually subtle hint to try and get you to do a commercial for them.
Ah, I see.
Um, I started about a week and a half ago, and I wrote part one of something called The Hunger Gap, and this is part two, the link I just dropped of The Hunger Gap. The Hunger Gap, put simply, is that period of time between the end of when you can harvest and your harvest, any of your saved vegetables run out. So the end of the saved vegetables and the beginning of your new spring harvest. And the hunger gap is something that I'm interested in trying to figure out how to shorten. Part of my sort of, not quest, but my whole reason for doing the growing vegetables and whatnot is try to be a little more self-sufficient and a little less dependent on the supply chain crises and whatnot. And so that hunger gap is just something I want to solve.
Sounds like a good one to be able to work at.
So hunger gap part one was 10 days ago, 9 or 10 days ago, and it sort of explains what it is. And then hunger gap part two is the second part, the follow up, sort of some of the things I'm addressing or I want to address for the future. That's the hunger gap.
Sounds like an interesting hobby to have with something you can be learning all the time. Not to
Yeah,
mention
it's
feeding the family.
right. Yeah,
There's
good
that
way of
added.
phrasing it.
Yeah, there's that added benefit.
I get to learn and then feed the family.
There's a few more have shown up. Um, Omakfu put a emoji in the channel, but I don't see her in text or in voice.
I'm scrolling. Who? I see Snook. Oh, I see. Amakafu.
So I'll just put a reminder there that she needs to be in voice or she'll not get called on. Could be a network issue as soon as she dropped the emoji. That happens.
What's the just invite? Create an invite here.
And Seska, you are up. There, she's been waiting for that. Oh, I don't see her typing. Bluefin, would you mind reading that?
Sorry. Let me just. I was just making sure I got the text for. I mean the invite for the voice. Oh, there she is. She's in. He is in voice. Sorry. Yes. Yay! This post is from our very own Shadows. Actually, I'm doing my Dreamport curation and I stumbled about this post. Fascinating. I didn't know it was so beautiful and exciting to read. I lost my place because it started scrolling up. Please do check it out, regardless if you have a different opinion about it. This is a bit on Midjourney. DSNR. What is DSNR? Interesting. I guess I'm going to have to read this.
DSNR is a Discord that has a bot. It's actually kind of cool because you can take a very simple prompt. Like I started out with Easter Bunny wearing a top hat, and I put it in and then put the type of punk style that I wanted to use, and it would proceed to ask me about 5 questions, and then end up with a very detailed prompt. Thank you, Seska. And Kitty Girl, you're up. Ah, looks like Alexander's getting ready to go to um, the performance.
Well, I've shared some things before from this young lady. She's a really good writer, in my opinion. Her posts are always interesting to read. And in this one, she's musing about it's better to live alone or to be in a relationship living with someone else, and what the upsides and downsides are. And it's very interesting. And she echoes some of my same sentiments as well about living alone. So um, I think it's definitely an entertaining read. The pictures of the horses in here are really, really cool as well. You know, she throws together some fascinating posts, in my opinion. If you don't like the pictures, there's the writing. If you don't like the writing, there's the pictures. You know, something for everybody.
Um, did I miss the link? Oh,
No,
how
it's
much if
in
I
there.
scroll down?
Um, what caught my attention was her username. It's that's the um, family for crows, ravens, blue jays, whatnot. As a bird photographer, that's caught my eye. Cool name.
Yeah, she picked that name because she has a fascination with crows and actually has a lot of photographs of crows in her posts.
It was interesting this morning, apropos to the name of the post. I was trying to create an image for my podcast for this week, and the image used the word intimate. It's a banned word in Midjourney.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, how interesting.
Probably
Why?
because it could be used to create porn. It's amazing some of the words I come across that is banned in Midjourney. Uh,
Is is
Gypsy is
that
another
not
one.
allowed?
Intimate is not allowed to be used
No,
in a prompt.
I mean the
Yeah, you
I
can't
guess.
create porn.
Oh, now I have to go find an AI that will.
Ah, there you go. Um,
I went. Can the will the Chat GPT is the one that does the writing, correct?
yeah,
Oh, I wonder if that can.
probably what you could do is you could tell it to create a prompt that would normally use the word like intimate and did not use the word intimate but still have the same meaning and then see what you come up with. That could be an interesting challenge.
They're
Uh,
very cool photos in her post, the one that she dropped.
yeah, there are nice horses, as Kitty Girl had mentioned. She definitely loves those 2 horses. Thank you, Kitty Girl. And now I got to remember this. Mokfu, you're up. There it is. And come on and tell us about this.
Okay, so like, good evening, everyone. For my new post, I talked about this movie, Not Okay. Okay, I think. Okay, now I think this movie portrays about a girl, right, she didn't really have issues, right, but I think she wanted attention. Yes, like she was obsessed. She wasn't actually obsessed, but I think her social life was down, and she actually was looking for any means to actually like upgrade it, right? It's like yes, she lies. The lie and that lie actually became a very huge lie, which actually changed her life, forever. And yeah, and the movie also talks about the consequences of exposing too much on social media, of being reckless on social media, and it also like revolves around mental health. Most people like I don't know about like other countries, but I know like most people in Nigeria they actually like regard mental health as anything. But this movie actually like tells us how important our mental health is and how some people actually suffering because theirs is deranged. A lot of people right now are going through depression and anxiety, and the movie actually tells us how to like we can keep up with people that goes through this situation. So yes, if you want to know more about the movie, you can check my post out. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. There we go. Thank you, Mokfu. And Snook, you're up. Actually, you are. You're out of bed.
Out of bed, went to the doctor, came home.
Are you well? Like, never
Well, it
mind, you
was
went to the doctor. You're up and you're around
I
and you've been
yeah,
busy.
I even went to bed at 1:30 last night.
Ooh.
Well, it was supposed to be 1, but I was helping somebody with some stuff, and then all of a sudden it was 1:30, and I was like, "Ooh." And I couldn't smoke from 1 o'clock on until I got back from the doctor.
And why was that?
I don't know. For the ultrasound. They said no
Ah.
smoke. They said no smoking, and I'm like, for an ultrasound, what the hell is that? But anyway,
Well, they probably didn't want anything messing it up.
I okay. I just I've never
Well,
had that as a
I think
for.
it has to do with some of the metals in smoke that they just didn't want it to mess with the readings.
Oh,
That it's not. I mean, first of all, they're doctors. They don't want you to smoke ever. But that
well,
wasn't
yeah.
it.
No,
I think
right.
more it was they didn't want it to mess up with their imaging.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was 45 minutes of an ultrasound, which was the longest I've ever had.
Yeah,
Anyway,
they were being thorough.
that very, and I was definitely glad I said to have it at 9:30 in the morning and not 2:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah, you use the overnight as sleep as your.
That's what I did. Yeah, yeah. So, um, this is part of the only reason I'm actually kind of showing it is that if anybody's doing the two-part dream WOTW blah blah blah,
Word of the
um,
week.
yeah, um, part 1 needs to be in by today
That would
or
probably be so.
because the prompt for part 2 comes out tomorrow, I'm pretty sure, or
Ah.
Friday.
And who did you get paired with?
I got paired with I can't say his name. Let me hold on, I'll tell you.
You won't. You
Or
don't
you
want
can't?
to.
No, I can't. No, like literally, hold on.
Red.
Tango,
Oh, Tango Lototo.
that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
from Scotland.
yeah, yeah. I mean, he's really nice.
And he doesn't even need a translator.
Well, that's good. Well, he's Scottish. It shouldn't
Re-
have to.
really, as far as I know, it's good because he doesn't care if you smoke.
No,
While
he
you're right.
shouldn't. He's Scottish. It's like an Irishman. An Irish, they shouldn't care either.
Only crankier.
Well,
Well,
there was a lot of people from Scotland that were involved with the Legion, and some of them, their brogue was so strong that we
yeah,
literally would go to the bike and say, "Could we have that translated?"
yeah,
What are
yeah.
you saying? What are you even saying?
Well, it's kind of
Exactly.
like it's kind of like talking to Jan when he's really tired, or
Hmm.
you could, or he's had a few drinks. It's like what?
It
Uh,
kind.
s- so irony. Last week I missed PYPT because I was working on a show. We were doing a live broadcast from here in Boston, and we were hitting London and Singapore, and the crew that flew over from the UK was Scottish.
Oh God.
A couple of Irish guys and a couple of Scots. And during our rehearsal, our host, who was a PBS broadcaster, she wasn't there, so I did the rehearsal. I read her lines for her during the rehearsal, and I hit everybody's accent. I did each sentence I read in different accents.
Uh,
The Irish guys were laughing. The guy from Australia was laughing. The guys from London were laughing. The people from Boston, I can really turn on a Boston accent. I don't normally have it. But the Scottish guys were, what is that supposed to be? What kind of what is that? What are you doing?
They couldn't handle being mirrored.
I think that I just butchered their accent. I mean, it sounded Scottish to all of us in
But them.
America, but they're
Mm.
like, what are you, Nessie? Stop.
Ju- Just say 11. Did you ever see that video?
Mm, no.
Oh God, I'll look it up and put it in
Oh,
here.
the elevator.
The elevator.
Yes, 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 yes. I have seen it.
That's hilarious. So yeah, which actually I have to put his name in there for part 2. I realized I didn't get that done, but luckily Sam had asked me to participate, and it was on a morning where my brain was working. And I said, "Sure, I'll write it up now." And she goes, "Well, you don't have to now." And I said, "No, I do."
No, otherwise it isn't going to happen.
Right.
If you want it
Otherwise,
to happen, it's got to be now.
it's going to be done now. Otherwise, there will not be a part 1.
I can't collaborate. I suck at playing well with others, so I just couldn't participate.
Well, I got the easy part, which is, well, I shouldn't say that. I don't mind writing the first part, and because of just the way my brain has been. But I tried to. It was longer than I kind of wanted it to be because I wanted to leave the person on the ground, so that when he picked it up, he had more choices.
It could go somewhere and not be
Ye
stuck.
Right, not be stuck flying in the air and wonder what the hell you're gonna do with this person now.
Where am I going to
So
land or crash or what am I going to
right,
do?
yeah, so at least I got her back on the ground, but that's why it's a little longer than I was kinda going for, but, but I think the second part is easier because you can, you know, take the main story is written, you just have to finish it. Yeah, it's just, and you can be then as silly as you want, and then depending on the prompt.
See, but I would be bad. I would, I know that we're not supposed to say something like it was all a dream, that first part. I woke up and here's my real life and tell the story. But I would find some way, some loophole in the rules to do that. Like ignore the first
Right.
part of the story.
Yeah.
Write it
Well,
my own way.
right. But really, this is how it happened.
Yes,
They
exactly.
were drugged up, and this is what really, really happened.
I never
'Cause
do, Belikas. I never follow the rules.
I don't either. which is again why it was like, no, it needs to be done now. Because she's like, well, then it won't have a payout when it's in Dreamport. And I'm like, nah, it doesn't matter. Again, you want it done? I'll do it now. So, but I just really wanted to post it just as a reminder to those that are, because last night I went into Scholar and Scribe, and there's only 2 other posts so far that were part 1. So,
It's
I'm
very hard because you figure the total number of people that participate in the Word of the Week thing, but
mhm,
then cut it in half because only half of the pair is
right,
writing this week. What
and
would have
there's
been
some of
cool
us
is
like
to
Blue and I that have kind of gone, yeah, not on this one.
yeah,
you know what you should have Sam should have done is do it, but each person writes a separate story to start, and then their partner had to follow up on the second part of the story.
yeah. Actually, I thought of that while I was writing it because I realized what you had just said. That it was like, oh, well, then nobody would have had to wait, and then you would have had 2 weeks worth
Right.
of winners or whatever. Yeah.
Or losers. That's the way I look at it.
And you know, for a first time doing this, um, maybe let people choose their own partners and do it random next time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's kind of hard though because I don't know all the writers that well. I mean, so I wouldn't have known who to choose.
Oh, I think you should have picked Tangelo Toto. I think that he'd be a perfect partner for you.
Well, see, but I didn't know him until now.
Oh, don't make
I mean, I knew
excuses.
of him, but I know of a lot of people, but I don't
Okay, I think
know.
before this goes too far off the rails, Abdul Qudus, you're up. Sometimes
Okay.
it's just time to intervene.
Sorry.
And by the way, how dare Dreams Team make a movie on PYPT Day? Does she not just stop the world first?
Mm-hmm.
She's making a movie?
Well, that seems to be the rumor.
Oh, of what?
If
You
she
don't
wanted
know?
us to know, she'd have told us.
Well, Thursday's an odd day to make a movie.
Well, any day could be an odd day to make a movie if you're not inclined to make movies.
You have sworn not to talk about the movie. Oh, okay.
It's good you didn't talk about it, Blue. He did say he was a rule breaker. Abdul Qudus, tell us about your post.
Okay, good day, everyone.
Good day.
Um, this post is a response to the Inkwell Community Prompt 24 for the non-fiction, and it's all about our real life story, or maybe let's say something real, something real. And I wrote about a time whereby we faced some life challenges in our life as a family. So the prompt is about when one door closes, the other door open. So we all have to face some challenges in life, but at times we think it's all over for us. But in the real sense, it's like another opportunity is going to open. So I just made a write up about some little part of our lives and submitted it for the prompt. So you can just really check out more about it. Thank you.
All right. One door opens, another or door closes, another one opens. That can always be a fun one to play with. Real doors or otherwise. And Bluefin, you're up.
I think perhaps I should unmute because it works better that way.
Yeah, it's easier to hear you.
Um,
I haven't learned how to channel you, so yeah, go for unmuting.
okay. Uh, so I am dropping a post on my latest video, which was my potato growing. It shows you actually get to see a picture of me as opposed to many of the other videos that I'm barely in. This is me and how I sow my first potatoes for the season. Part of the thing I talked about earlier, that hunger gap, closing it, is I'm actually sowing more potatoes to hopefully get more to last over the winter. We eat a lot, so I would probably have to put a lot more than that. Maybe I'll do that for the second batch I sow. Um, but yeah, there it is. My new video is out, and that is how I grow the potatoes. By the way, I'm not opposed to anybody who would click on the link in there for the YouTube and subscribe. I could really use more subscribers. Even if you don't watch, I'll be shameless and beg you to subscribe to my channel.
Subscribe and up. Don't forget to like the video, whether you watch it or not.
Yeah, I don't care if you watch it. All I care about is you click subscribe and like. I do love it if you watch the video, but and again, it's part of that whole trying to figure out how to solve the food issue for me. We eat tons of potato. By the way, those bluish, purplish potatoes that show up in the picture there, um, those are really cool. They are bright blue in, or I should say bright purple when you cut them open inside. I think they're
Yeah, they almost look like beets when they're in a photo until you realize they're a potato.
Yeah, I can't
So,
remember.
is the flavor any different than the other potatoes?
I think the purple ones are sweeter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Pravesh is one HBI.
Oh, nice.
Sweet potato without them being orange. There you go.
They're not sweet potatoes. They. I don't mean it that they taste like sweet potatoes. I think they're sweeter than a regular potato.
Well, that would be a sweet potato for me.
Yeah, but they definitely don't because I don't like sweet potato. I actually don't like the taste of sweet potato.
Really?
Yeah.
My mother used to do them only baked, and I have discovered there are so many different ways of using sweet potato.
There are. There
Yeah.
are. Now I cook them because my kids and my wife love them.
Mm-hmm.
I cook them in 8 different ways. I do them roasted. I do them baked. I will mash them up and do like a maple syrup glaze on them. But
I will cook them mixed with white potatoes as well and then mash them.
yeah, interesting. I didn't
Yeah.
think of that. Although I don't grow white, I grow a yellow or gold potato. I don't grow any white.
When you do the Yukon Gold,
Yeah.
russet is actually one of my favorite potatoes.
Yeah, I normally, I don't know why I don't. I frankly, I eat almost all of them.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really matter, but um,
Well, if you do red potatoes, you're actually the red skin. They're
yeah,
usually a pretty white potato.
they are actually. I take that back. They
Yeah.
are a very white potato. Um, I found what I'm looking for. So I need to. I'm gonna drop a picture of. That's what the purple potato looks like when you
Yeah.
cut it open.
Yeah, it's the full circle one. That's the one where I glanced at and went, "Oh, beets." And then I
Yeah.
read it and I went, "Oh, not beets."
And so I boiled them. I did one batch where I did a mashed out of them, but I boiled them first. I cut them up into these pieces and then I boiled them. The water takes, it's almost like you're dyeing the water.
Oh, so it's like cooking beets too.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. It's funny how that color really comes out strong.
It's funny. I watched a video last night on this family that's making uh, horseradish. They do two kinds. They just do the white, and then they do one where they mix it with beet juice. So a reddish horseradish. It's a little sweeter than the plain white. And it's just the same process. You cut it up and you boil it, and then you've got all this, red liquid, similar to when this turns purple, the liquid I do.
Look at a horseradish with the juice from the purple potatoes would be like.
Mm. Mm.
Things you experiment with, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, Bluefin. Balikas, you're up. Okay, Balika says, I love you already, Bluefin. I have no idea how that relates to this post. Hi, everyone. It's nice to be here again. All right, I know we all know that what it means when we refer to people as jack of all trades. In this post, you get to fill your mind with, hmm,
Dot dot dot. So Belikas had said earlier, when they were going back and forth, she said, "Ha ha ha, sarcasm always feels right." And I commented, "Sarcasm always is right."
So this post is subtitled, or is titled, Jack of All Trades and the Arrival of an Angel. Now that becomes an intriguing title.
That's a prompt.
What's that will be one to check out. She says sarcasm played nice there too. Hmm. And Amy, you are up. So I've discovered recently that apparently the CRISPR technology that Discord is now using rather works rather nicely. I'm kind of betting nobody heard Tramp in the background making a bunch of noise.
Yeah, we did.
Did you?
Yeah. When you say CRISPR, what do you mean?
It's it's improves the sound and is supposed to help do more noise canceling.
Okay.
So the other
Uh,
night I was in Seki, I've already got you in. The other
You
night I
mean
was in a channel and Tramp was mouthing off in the background and they said they couldn't hear her at all.
you mean the liney thing
The liney thing?
that you move the little slider
Slider?
in Discord? That gets rid of background noise. If you go into voice and video, the input sensitivity.
No, CRISPR is now built into to Discord.
Oh, well, this little slidey thing will help too with background noise.
Mm-hmm.
It,
Noise
don't put it.
suppression, you can choose crisp, standard, or none,
Oh,
and the crisp is supposed to do a better job of it.
oh.
It's on the same screen that you were talking about, Snook, but it's
Yeah,
just
I
further
see
down.
that. I don't really have background noise unless Frank's home, and then I just turn it off. Because we know what happens when I keep it on.
Yeah, he turns the lights out.
That's right. No, and starts talking. But yeah, I just use the input sensitivity manually and
This
move the little line. Don't, if you put it on automatic, it doesn't work as well as if you put it on yourself. Because right now you could hear my refrigerator and stuff running.
no, we can't.
Right,
oh,
exactly. Because I use the little liney slide thing, the green and yellow one. So that helps a lot.
There you go. And Bluefin's going for the other crisp. One with a K, Bluefin, the one with a K. Very true, Ken.
did you not to go off on a wild tangent, but did you see that some team has created meatballs by gene splicing from some long extinct pachyderms, making meatballs out of that?
That's different.
It's
Uh,
It's literally the same exact technology where if you were to yank a hair out of somebody's head, you could create a meatball from that hair.
Ah!
I meant human meat. You could create.
I don't.
Hey,
Yeah, maybe Amy, it'd be a good time for you to drop your post.
Yeah. Can we next?
And there we go.
oh, that is awesome. Good for
Oh
you.
boy, I can see the Ken and Blue are going to be teaming up here.
Oh God. Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking there, Blue.
Amy, are you with us? I see her there, but she may be a ghost. There she is. Go ahead and drop your post. While we're waiting for Amy, we'll find out that Paolo has won 3 HBI.
Paloma.
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 Ah.
There's Amy. Okay, Amy, tell us about your post. Uh-oh. Amy's having network issues.
Yeah, she just got kicked out of the voice channel. We need to take up a collection and get her a better network.
Give her a moment to return. Although it may work out well since Seki is up twice in a row, so if he goes now and then Amy's back. Go for it, Amy.
Okay.
Did we lose you? Amy.
Joke happened, but along the line, my boss wanted me to make out with him, and it was a tough decision to choose to go check out the post and see what I did at the end and how another door opened when one closed. Thank you.
Okay, we've got 2 people have done that prompt. It'll be interesting to see how they did it differently. Yes, Amy is definitely haunted by network. Okay, Seki, you are up. Yeah, I feel for you on that, Amy. Uh-oh. Blue's had something come up by the look of it. Seki, are you with us? Maybe Seki's having network issues too. And there he goes. Okay. Belikas, go ahead while we're waiting for Seki to come back. Am I still here? Balikas, you're up. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can hear you fine.
Okay, just nobody seems to be picking up on their being called on. Okay, Seki is back. Seki, go ahead. Okay, hopefully it'll stay long enough for you to present.
I'm not seeing Seki in the voice channel. Oh, there he comes.
Yeah. Okay, Seki, go ahead and present. And hopefully you'll stay long enough to be able to. I heard that there are some more solar flares coming off the sun. I wonder if they're having an effect on networks. Please try saying this with a newscaster's voice. You've got to be joking. The physics class you wouldn't want to miss, says Seki. I happily missed just about any of my physics classes. Oh wait, I learned on self-directed. Forgot about that.
Hello? Am I being heard?
You're
Do
being
you
heard
hear?
now.
Okay, that's great. That's great. So like, okay, yeah, a newscaster voice. A physics class you wouldn't want to miss. Imagine saying sounds. Go check out Visco Sounds by Seki on Peaks on the STEM community. A very nice post. Love the atmosphere. Thank you. Goodbye.
Okay, Seki is practicing being a newscaster. Well done. Okay, Balikas, are you with us? Looks like she might be struggling with her network as well. Okay, Amy, give it a try. Okay, Amy, come on and tell us what this is.
Okay, this post was made last week, Saturday or Sunday. It was a prompt from the weekend experience. It was about 4 writing suggestions, but this particular one got my attention. We're asked to write a letter to ourselves. I used to always have this imaginary friend, just as I am. So, while writing this letter,
So is that what you did? You wrote a letter to your imaginary friend? Oh,
my imagine my strengths to hear out, and you get to learn a lot about me. Thank you.
okay. Thank you, Amy. Have we got Malikas back yet? I'm not seeing any sign of her yet. Okay. Seki, your turn then. Hobo, don't try to insert yourself.
This was okay. I can't do that anymore. Um, Hello, this is Treatings Tuesday post. Music for the rain. Yeah, it rained heavily last this week Tuesday. Like it was really out to get us. Kind of like this. Anywho, so like I'll never, it's just music that I can listen to on a rainy day. Very nice tunes there. Go check them out. Thank you.
So you did tunes for a rainy day. There we go. Okay. We'll give Balikas another try. Are you with us? I wonder if she stepped away from her mic and that's what's going on. And guess who won the 5 HBI? Balikas. Okay, Bat, you're up. And ready and waiting.
Good evening, everyone.
All right.
Hello.
Tell us about this post.
Okay. This post is from my niece. She is in 10th standard. I joined her on high, but she is not that much active. But whenever she did get time, she makes hard work that she loves.
So you've been working on creating mandalas?
No, no, that's not mine.
That's not yours?
No.
Ah, it's written by Dish A30
Yes, she is my niece.
and definitely looks to be a hand-drawn mandala. Well done too.
Thank you.
And shows the progress. Good choice, Bat. Thank you.
Thank you. Good day.
Thank you. Oop, Bat looks like he disconnected instead of just muting. And Wong, you're up. Oh, there's Balikas. Balikas, you can go after Wong. Okay, this is a post by Yeti Strings. Yesterday, while threading, I came across one of her threads about AI. Due to the numerous AI movies I've seen and how it always goes wrong, I had to ask questions. Yeah, they really do play AI as going wrong. And it might. Who knows? Thank you, Wong. I was reading a post yesterday that ChatGPT 5 is under development right now, and they're claiming that by the time it comes out, you'll have a lot of difficulty figuring out the difference between AI and a human. That's going to be interesting to see how that plays out if it actually happens. And Seska, you're up. Oh, there'll be a lot of doubt for a long time, I expect, Wong. A major shift in technology, there's always a lot of concern and anxiety about. Seska, I see you typing. Seska, are you busy typing up your story of your life? Well, I called on you to present your post. The story of Seska's life. Yes. Drop its post there, Seska. We're waiting. Okay. While Seska's getting sorted out on hers, Helby, Balikas, do you have yours ready? There we go. And Balikas says, have you ever seen a worried baby? Because I have not. Let's see why the post is titled, A Baby with No Worries. All right. Thank you, Balikas. Seska, how are you doing with that post of yours? Have we lost Seska? Hmm. Okay. There we go. She's up. All right, Seska, come on there and tell us about this post. You worked so hard to get it up here for us. You might want to try unmuting though. Ah, this post is from Timmy Turnip. It was written yesterday, and in this post, she expresses her experiences and dilemma in writing. I love her style of writing and her pattern too. She writes about her brother who's mentally challenged and how she's needed to help him. One challenge she has right now is where she is living and the troubles that come every day. I will appreciate it if you say hello to her and appreciate her. So there we go. And the title is Through Times of Hardship While I Breathe, I Hope. Okay, stop by and leave her a little bit of encouragement. Amy, you're up. There we go. Okay, Amy, tell us about this.
Hmm. Being a woman is not an easy task, as we all know. So this is a prompt from the Men Hive community, though it was written about a week ago. We're asked to write our experience if we've ever been pregnant before, our experience of what pregnancy looks like. And if we've not been pregnant before, what we are scared of. So I wrote about the fear of being pregnant. Go and read. I wrote down everything I am scared about being pregnant. Pregnancy is actually a very beautiful journey, but then I have my fears. So if you want to know what my fears are, go and check it out. Maybe it could also change my mindset. Thank you.
Good job. And your network held up. I'm.
Yeah, thank God. Though.
You really can do some vulnerable writing sometimes, can't you? Good for you. Naseki, you're up. And crickets. Seki, are we losing you again? Network troubles? Hold
Hello.
on. There he is. You're up.
I'm sorry. I'm with Discord at the moment. It's a fair fight.
You were
I'm about to win.
distracted?
Hopefully, I will win.
Do you have a link for us?
Games. I have a link. It's to post it. That's the problem. Discord is giving me a hell of a time.
Discord or your network or both?
Okay. I I don't know. I think they're both. It's a gang up. It's a gang up. Yes, it's a gang up. But the network seems to be wine on voice though. Okay. I think I'm about to win. Yes. Yes. I'm in. I'm in.
Okay, let's
I'm
see.
in. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Aha. Okay. So last week I came with a poem post, and yes, this week it has become a collection of posts. So yeah, I think I'll keep on going, keep on writing poems. I meant to post one this week, but I don't know. I'll keep on writing poems every week and analyzing them. Not my poems though. I'll find poems from different places and keep on analyzing them. So this is a poem for this week. I've forgotten on. It's a very beautiful poem. I just titled it "Read and Leave." So just go read my analysis and comment how you feel, how the poem made you feel. How did you feel after reading poem? What did you think about anything? I'd like to know your comments and maybe your own analysis. Thank you.
So, Seki, where did you get the image of the tree of life?
Those are from Canva. All the images are from Canva.
Interesting. I was I've been working at creating some images of the tree of life recently for a logo for a friend, and it sure can come up with a variety of them. And Kitty Girl, you're up.
Well, I'm sharing a post from IBB Tammy. I shared one of her posts last week, and I may have shared another one a week or two before. I don't remember. Um, and then Shadows, you said, well, somebody ought to invite her to PYPT. So I thought, duh, I should have already done that. So I did it. And
So I
she's
see.
actually in the voice channel with us today, so she can hear what's going on. Um, I'm going to talk about her post for a minute, and then if she wants to unmute and come on mic and tell us a little more, that'll be great. But if she doesn't feel like doing that, that's fine. No pressure. But this post is about illiteracy, which I think is a wonderful topic to discuss. There's people in various parts of the world that don't have access to good education, and there's some people that might have access to education but have to drop out of school to help with a family or something, and it leaves people in a real difficult situation. And she's talking about some of the difficulties that people who are illiterate experience. And she shares a personal story about someone who was scammed because of the illiteracy. It's a very sad situation, but I think IBB Tammy is a good writer. She's got a lot of promise and potential, and I'm looking forward to staying in touch with her blog.
That is a big topic, and there's so much behind it. You know, even in North America, where you just kind of assume people have already learned to read, there is a lot of illiteracy, and people feel shame to even admit to it. And yet, given the right opportunity, most people can learn to read. Hi, BB Tammy. Welcome to Pimp Your Post Thursday. I haven't bitten anybody, so if you'd like to unmic, you can. But as Kitty Girl said, no pressure. You can come once, come often, and take a while before you ever unmute. That's okay too. Thank you, Kitty Girl.
I think that's how most of us did. We came in and hung
Look,
out for a week or two before we ever talked.
she.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Go ahead. Go ahead,
I just
Ivy
wanted
B.
to observe for today. I said I just wanted to observe for today. Then probably next week I could actually talk.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Good.
Thank you.
And good for
Thank
you
you.
coming off your mic and saying hello.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Seki, you're up. It looks like we lost Seki. In that case, we'll go to Amy. There we go. Okay, Amy, tell us about your post.
I'm sorry, it's actually my network. Okay, this is a prompt from the Inkwell community. It was a fiction. The theme was to write on first step, whatever you can place your mind on. So I placed my mind on a man who followed the first step of his dad.
And did we lose you? Oh, we may have lost Amy.
Do something just that has this kind of a plot. So I'd like you all to check it out and leave your feedback. I would appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Amy. Your network has an awful habit of knocking you out right in the middle of you talking. But we catch the beginning and the end. And Seki.
Okay, I think I've won now. Yes, everything is green. It is all right. So this was my book review on Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard. It's a very nice scenes book, but I think it can also be said to be for adults, young adults, old adults. And it was a very nice book by Rick Riordan, the person that wrote Percy Jackson, famous guy, nice writer. I don't know, it's a very great book, and I think y'all should go read it out or check it out. And also check the post out. So that's that. Agnes Chase and the Girls About God.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Does anybody else have anything they want to share today? We had a bit of a slow start, but once we got rolling, it went well. Okay, Seki, go ahead.
Hello. Okay, I think this is for the anime community, right? Mob Psycho, an anime that just finished last year, late last year, December 2022. Yeah. So like, it's a very great anime, also great review, and like everyone should go check it out. I have a lot of posts to share though, because I did that weekly stuff, weekly writer stuff. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so I did it every day. Hello? Did
I
you hear
heard you.
me?
I heard you.
Oh, okay. I was scared for it. Yeah. So yeah, I have another post. I have two more. Should I get on
Well,
with it?
um, we're going to need to wrap up. I have a commitment that I have to get to.
Uh, oh, they're not long. They're not long. I'll keep it as quick as possible. Quick advertising here. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
This is Talkie was has to be like my shortest story ever written. It's just this thing, and like I don't know why I posted it, but I felt the need to post it. Of course, I didn't expect any creation from it, but yeah, it's a very nice scene. So yeah, you should go check it out. Then
Oh no,
this was
hold on, Seki. You don't get to go just one right after another like that. The idea is
okay.
is that there's somebody else in between, so that there's a little bit of sharing by others. So I
Mm,
think at this point I'm going to wrap up
mm, I
because,
see.
as I mentioned, I have a commitment I need
And
to get to. Oh, this is interesting.
uh,
I did this as truly a podcast today because I never moved us off the opening screen. So it'll be very, very audio this week.
no problem then.
Okay.
This-
You
Bye.
you've been listening to Shadows Pub host Pimp Your Post Thursday. Thank you for joining us on PYPT and join us next Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern. Until then, keep on creating and yep, it's all about community and oh yes, bye Wilma.